Hello, everyone, and welcome back to 4pixels. Coco is here with Buttons, Jamie, and Brandon, and we are continuing Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. Or other way around, who cares?
Whatever.
Every time you do the countdown, it takes all of the power within me to not hit up the like the blow pop commercial with the owl.
Oh,
Mr. Owl. It's a very powerful urge.
that was a Tootsie Pop, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, something like that.
1, 2, 3. Crunch.
Which would just be really, really rude because that's the intro, and I can't do that.
Well,
Yeah, I'm just saying, you know.
This is the message left by the deceased.
Smash the judge in the head.
It says
Anarchy!
This is that blue badger from before, right?
Oh, is he going to just speak the killer's name?
Wait, you selected Blue Badger?
Or you definitely selected the jar.
Yeah, I did, but I
Okay.
think they're just mocking you since you called it the badger before.
Sure! Alright. Shit talk us, everybody.
I mean, that's like 90% of the series.
Or he like went to get the jar and the badger came out first. He's like, sorry guys, my pockets are crazy. If that thing could, I'm sure it would.
This bag of
Is-
holding is
Is
totally
someone okay over
fucked.
there? I just hear a
This
bunch
is
of things falling.
I don't think this is a jar. Jars have like tops for stuff. This is a vase used for like cattails or flowers. It's a vase. It's not a jar.
Or it's a really big butt plug.
Which again, anything can be, but there's still like a proper clarification. And we've already seen this is prone to shattering, so you do not want to use this. I think we've all seen that video when we were younger. That was fun.
Looks like everyone forgotten. This is just a jar. What?
I'm gonna redo all the fucking lines in this. Just to make sure it doesn't say jar again.
A message was left here on the surface of this jar. What do you mean?
Judge is fucking cracking up. Dude. I hate you, Judge.
If you look closely, you can see a faint trail of blood on this jar.
I got some food. I just go get that, eat that for a while while we're sitting here. Just some. Looks like someone wiped the blood away.
Yes, but notice. For some reason, the blood on some of the fragments was not wiped away. Yes, there's a line here. Drawn in blood!
Oh shit.
Good heavens.
So what you're saying is these dots were once lines.
It
I
was
never had
spaghetti.
comic cooling books.
Prosecutor Marshall did not die instantly. He used the few precious moments left to him to leave behind a message.
One that someone apparently wiped away. But blood must have seeped into the vase where the lines changed directions.
Precisely so. All we need to do is connect these points. And the victim's message will become apparent.
No.
No. No.
Mr. Wright, what kind of message did the victim leave for us? Your Honor, I believe these bloodstains will reveal to us the answer. I've got to connect these dots to make letters. There's only one thing the victim would have written, given the circumstances. His signature casserole.
4 pounds oregano.
I think you have to connect that line to the top, don't you? Or the line to the bottom.
What?
Yeah, that one. Okay.
What?
No.
It's Emma. You're good. That's already.
Oh.
He's like, oh shit, it was an accident, but Emma did it!
How do I...
I don't think you have to connect that one.
It's a defense attorney's duty to prove his client's innocence. That's why all I've been thinking about is saving Lana. After all my efforts, I never thought it would turn out like this.
Alright, time to ruin a child's life.
Yeah, basically. Emma.
So this is the final message Prosecutor Marshall left behind. I shot him. Emma playing Pogs. What, huh?
Of all people. She may not have meant it. But in the end, the only one who took the victim's life was Emma Skye.
If I reached real hard, I could have made that also look like the word Gant, but whatever.
That's...
Speak of the devil, and he shall show himself! See where they cannot say I didn't warn you. Chief Gant. Do you understand the implications of what you've done? What? What are you talking about? 2 years ago, Joe Dock was sentenced to death. He was convicted because of his final murder. I believe you were the prosecutor in the case, were you not? Back. Yes, worthy Ack. Because of you, an innocent man was sentenced to death. No, not only that, but you used forged evidence to ensure his conviction.
But Joe Dark really was a serial murderer. That's undeniable.
Oh, I'm afraid that's not important. Didn't you know we aren't defenders of justice?
What?
We're merely keepers of the law. Sentencing a man to death is no light matter. Even if there wasn't any cover-up or evidence forgery, ultimately the responsibility falls on the prosecutor in charge. Even though I
That's
gave
not how the
false
law
evidence
works?
Despite what anyone may say, this fact cannot be denied. Rabble, rabble?
What's going on at the prosecutor's office?
For Christ's sakes!
How can you just
Stand there like it wasn't his fault!
I was just saying same thing we got.
Jesus Christ.
The gavel's pounding fell on deaf ears. Unable to settle the crowd, the judge declared a recess. Where this trial is headed, no one knows.
Lana's gonna kick your ass, Phoenix.
For real, though. Bruh, I'm still convinced it was Gant. I don't give a shit what the evidence says.
I'm still convinced.
Gant is at least a
Pause.
serial killer. He's gotta be.
At least.
I bet you like Joe Dark was totally innocent and Gant was killing everybody all the time.
February 25, 1206, District Court's Defendant Lobby Number 2. Jesse,
I know she
waste
doesn't
my
have the
time.
sexy voice, but I'm still in love with the AI.
Sorry, Edgeworth.
Apology accepted?
I didn't mean to get you in trouble.
Don't worry about it. This is my problem, not yours.
Oh god, we're back to Hurt Boy pose.
Hope I'm not interrupting anything, pals. Oh, guess I am. I'll come back later.
Aww.
Aww. Oh, Detective Gumshoe! What is it?
No, you've got a lot of nerve, pal, making a detective run all around while I do around on duty. Duty. And to top it off, you call me here. I've seen happy people. God Christ, that's correct. I've seen happier people at funerals.
I take it Lana's having you run errands again.
Let me tell you, this is the last time, pal. Yeah, she asked me to give this to you if there was a break in today's trial.
Evidence law? Edgeworth was talking about this just the other day.
I've never seen
The
this.
books I've never read.
Yeah. I'm sure you know the 2 rules of evidence law, don't you, right?
Right.
Rule 1, no evidence shall be shown without the approval of the police department.
Isn't that right, Mr. Right?
It seems so!
You could at least study some evidence law, really.
Oh.
Gee, that was a trip. The chief prosecutor also wanted me to give you this message.
A message?
It says go to hell.
She said, if you're planning to take him on, you're gonna need this book, a
Also
gun,
go to
and at
fair.
least 3 actual shields.
Maybe some switch.
Him? I guess I'll need to give this book a thorough read. Which means we'll do it in 2 seconds before,
You just shove it back.
Whatever.
He's got spaghetti. It's too busy.
Fuck it.
He actually stuck it in his pocket.
Doesn't look like that book will do you any good now, though. All that's left now is the chief prosecutor's sentence.
That's where you're wrong, detective.
Ooh, okay. Huh? Haven't you figured it out yet? Why I'm still sitting in that prosecutor's seat? Despite all these allegations being thrown at me? Mr. Edgeworth! The real trial today hasn't begun yet. What? What else is there left to do? Your credibility's been all but ruined with this forged evidence you were unaware of. Emma Skye found out she unwittingly caused a man's death. And now you're telling me you want to do more. It's almost like nothing has actually been anyone's real fault. You gotta be kidding me, pal.
You're missing the point, detective. Get it? Get it? Missing the point? Okay.
the police officers in the back grab their guns. It's like, sir, you're gonna have to go.
Lana didn't murder Detective Goodman. She merely stuck a knife into his dead body. That means the real killer is still out there.
What?
And we're going to expose him,
Nasty.
no matter what it takes. Kill me. This case has hurt too many people. It's time to bring it to an end.
Gonna be a lot of retirements after this.
I love how it's like too many people, but only shows Edgeworth's hurt boy pose.
Yeah.
February 25, 1252, District Court, courtroom number 9. I love you, Brandon.
Oh, snap.
Oh, this is the best story development. Brandon AI OTP. The court will now reconvene for the trial of Miss Lana Skye. Mr. Edgeworth?
Yeah, what do you want? Yes, Your Honor.
Fucking gritty ass Edgeworth.
Like the park playing in the distance.
Oh, no, he's got like one earbud in his old tape deck.
Oh, God. The inquiry committee has fucking reading. The inquiry committee
Come on, it's not that hard.
It's really difficult.
No.
Is plotting to impose harsh penalties for your actions.
Thank you for the news, Your Honor.
Yes, well, normally, this is what the prosecution calls forth a witness.
Yes.
But, because you're in timeout, this isn't easy to say. You see, there's some concern that Mr. Edgeworth may have,
Struck a bargain? You think I may have manipulated the witnesses?
I didn't say that.
You did.
I might have heavily implied it, but I did not say
Surely,
it. It's just you see, everyone has been talking, and...
Very well, Your Honor. I have a solution.
Lord of mercy. A solution?
That being the case, the prosecution will allow the defense to call forth all further witnesses.
That's not how law works! Just angry pterodactyl shrieking. What? But there's never been a case example.
First time for everything, I guess. Undeniably, this is an unusual arrangement, but a very effective one. It would prove that I haven't struck any deals with the witnesses.
Well, Mr. Wright, what do you say?
No!
Unbelievable. Edgeworth has found a way to continue the trial! Very well. The defense accepts the prosecution's proposal. Then it's settled. The, defense may now call forth the next witness.
Mr. Wright,
Huh?
you do realize this is your last chance.
Good job.
What was that about
If you
reading?
call
Drinking.
What was that about reading?
It's easy! It's not my fault that you're not showing that you're switching it over to Cantonese. I could just barely read that. If you call the wrong witness, his trial is as good as over.
Oh shit.
The defense calls...
Larry Butts. At least he'll be comfortable.
The time's finally come to bring out the real murderer.
Dun dun.
Meekins, no.
No.
It's, no!
Oh, God!
David Gant. Fucking asshole.
Edgeworth's boss.
Damon Gant. The defense calls Damon Gant to the stand. Damon Gant? What does he have to do with anything? He's swimming right now. As the defendant's partner 2 years ago, Mr. Gant has first-hand knowledge of the crime. I feel we should hear what he has to say about it.
As luck would have it, he should still be in the courthouse. Somewhere around here hiding.
In the swimming pool.
He would also be the least likely to have been manipulated by me in any way.
Reading's real easy.
Wouldn't you agree, Your Honor?
True way.
Thank you. I was hoping.
All right. By life, please escort Mr. Gant to the stand.
Actually, it's Ale Regate, but okay.
What?
Whitney's, please state your I'm not doing that the entire time. Please state your name and occupation.
You're weak!
Well,
Get your
what is
mid-julep
this?
ready.
What?
Get your mid-julep ready.
Oh, I don't have one. I don't have one. What is this? Some kind of practical joke? I was just on my way to lunch. Your name and occupation, sir. Worthy, are you sure you want to do this? Your name and occupation. So, you want to play hardball, eh?
Please, Mr. Gant.
Fine. My name is Damon Gant. I'm the acting chief of police.
Now then, Chief Gant, the court requests to hear your testimony.
Oh, righto. What's with the grim face?
First, let's clear up this SL9 incident.
Oh, you mean that time when Lana's sister murdered that prosecutor?
You are such an asshole.
Personally, I think it's been made pretty clear already.
There are still some things unaccounted for.
Oh, like what?
Oh, you know, like the role you played in all of this. Maybe as the murderer. Maybe a little bit. Little murderer.
Son, either way, you're very brave or very foolish.
I'm kind of both.
Yeah, a little bit of both. Fuck you.
A little bit of column A, a little bit of column B.
There's a column C and D in there, but you don't get to see those yet.
It's 6 in one, half a dozen in the other.
It's a lot of stuff. Yes. You are aware, of course, that a police chief has all kinds of weapons at his disposal. This might be a threat.
That's a fucking
I want
threat.
to see your weapon, Damon Gant.
No, you
shit.
don't.
That sounds like someone who's seen things they never wanted to see.
Yes, exactly.
There's
Oh,
a lot
boy.
of worse stuff out there. I'm sure you're just fine. Sure, take my testimony, for example. I don't have to give it if I don't want to.
That's not true at all. No, it's not true. I refuse to read that line. That line is fucking stupid. It's not true.
If this game actually worked how stuff in real life worked, we'd just be reading like hundreds of pages of legalese.
I'd be so down though. I fucking love forensic files.
That's super duper not fun to watch, though.
You're not fun to watch.
I know! That's why I don't stream stuff.
That's not true. You're very fun to
Judge?
watch. I'm afraid so. The chief of police has the right to refuse to testify.
Of course, such an action carries with it certain risks. Don't worry, I'm not here to hinder your trial.
Really? Because it doesn't seem like that.
Just remember,
I'll fucking kill you.
if this turns out to be a big waste of time, don't say I didn't warn you.
Very well. The witness may now begin his testimony.
As I recall, Neil and I were questioning him that day. To make a long story short, we slipped up. That power outage didn't help either. When I went to my office, I found Lana there. Apparently, she had already arranged the crime scene. As you can see, I had nothing to do with the forgery.
Is that when Doc was arrested?
Him? He was lying on the floor unconscious. When Emma sent Neil flying, it seems Doc bumped his head.
I see. Well, everything seems pretty clear-cut.
Like Neil.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm so proud! Oh, that works on so many levels. If the police chief has the right to refuse to testify, then I'd better hit him hard and fast.
Just run up. Bop!
With the face!
Tell the truth, you son of a bitch! I'm a get. As I recall, Neil and I were questioning him that day.
But, like, are you sure, though? As I recall, a ceremony was held at the police department that day.
Yeah. Oh,
Oh, God.
that's right. I guess you could say I'm a workaholic. After winning his award, Neil was all fired up too. That's probably what spooked Doc and made him run away like that. Was the defendant Lana Skye also present in the room? I don't quite remember. There was an elephant, though.
Shit, I didn't mute it, sorry.
At the very least, she wasn't there when Doc ran for it.
Emma is
She
very
was
upset.
busy
right
with the
now.
elephant.
Emma's super upset. Can you blame her?
I mean, she's been accused of murder, so yes.
Well, I mean, once you've killed your first one, you're gonna do it a second time eventually.
That's statistically true.
She's preparing.
Rude.
Well, Emma's just that much more powerful now. To make a long story short, yes. To make a long story short, we slipped up. That power outage didn't help either.
So, like, the two of you ran immediately after.
That's right, but Doc made it to the elevator first. So Neil and I split up. He went upstairs and I went downstairs. I guess you could say he got lucky.
What a shame.
What's this about the power outage? Oh, that. The elevator stopped all of a sudden and I got the shock of my life. Well, probably not as shocked as Neil was when that knife went into his heart, though.
What the fuck?
That's not funny, and Emma had every right to that.
I know. Just... When I went to my office, I found Lana there.
Could you tell us what you saw?
It was a shocking sight. Neil and that serial killer were lying in a heap on the floor, all tangled together.
Dark was also lying collapsed on the floor.
Yes, apparently he hit his head and was knocked out. So precious. Next to them were those two poor girls.
Lana and Emma.
Lana was cradling Emma in her arms. Looking back at it now, she must have already known that her sister had done. Apparently, she'd already arranged the crime scene.
How can you know that?
Because of the victim's body. It had already been moved. So that means you found the body near Lana's desk. That's right. I think you said earlier it was my suit of armor that really stabbed the prosecutor?
Yes.
Anyway, as you can see, I had nothing to do with the forgery.
So you're saying that the forgery had already taken place by the time you arrived at your office?
That's exactly what I'm saying. I can understand how Lana must have felt. But moving a body and hiding evidence is inexcusable. Not unexcusable. Same thing, though, no matter what the circumstances. Says the man who had two things in his fucking safe.
You know, and half the evidence list, and, you know, whatever. Is that really how it went down? don't think so.
Staring at the witness won't do you any good, Mr. Wright.
Trust me, he'll win that staring contest.
Yeah, it'll just be weird for all of us. If you're going to stare at anything, stare at me. You'd be better off staring at the court record. Well, where are they always the smooth talker?
But which piece of evidence ties Gant to the forgery? Literally, the rules on evidence. Oh my god, I'm dying.
Literally the phoenix cutting out because he's so mad.
Yeah, like, that was like...
Literally
So mad.
So mad. You gosh darn it.
I'm so mad. I'll hurt my throat. Lana did admit to forging evidence. But that can't be the whole truth.
The shit in the safe, the shit in the safe.
Somehow, I've got to link Gant to the evidence.
The shit.
Everybody gets evidence.
Just the rules on evidence handling. That's what I'm so freaking mad about. This is the detective in charge of the evidence. He's the freaking... I'm so mad.
More like Pokemon Go to the polls.
What?
It reminded me of Hillary
What?
Clinton.
No.
What'd you do? Did you ruin it? We're gonna lose because of you! I have no idea.
We are such a fucking mess. You claim you had nothing to do with the forgery. But I'm afraid that is a claim you cannot back up.
And with that, we will end things right here. Thank you guys for joining us, and see you next time.
T-minus 2 episodes before we kill Vagan.